You gonna see me in your nightmare. Shit.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check 45 to Mike. He's scared.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Now Locke throwing on second down. Got some room at the 30. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Drops it to Jones in the flat.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready? 58 to Mike. Here we go. Smooth.
Throwing his lock on third down. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and 15.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Clock now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Now Locke. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
No score after one on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Watch twins.
Here's Sanders. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. Rip right.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
45.
Lock now on first down. Jones has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Yep. 45.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Locke. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now, The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw it is Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check, Mike 42. Get him.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and that's complete to Croft. The 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check. Alert. He's crashing. He's checking.
Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Watch the eye.
On third down, Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. And no dice that time.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
Ready?
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Set 91.
Get ready, get ready. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
On the deep ball. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Go.
Locke looks to throw it again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Valdez incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
Now.
58, right there. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58.
Now.
Now to the air. Lock. Catch is made by Hurd. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Block now to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Out.
Another run here with Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check, check. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
I can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
That's what I do. 58.
Ready?
Throwing on first down is Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. All day, dog. Hey, check Mike.
Deep grip.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
58 to Mike. Here we go.
Again, it's Jones. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Get it.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lock now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check. Check safety, check safety.
2.
On first down, Lock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Ready.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Strong left. 6 man.
They go back to the ground with Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
It's third and 10.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
5. Now.
From the gun on third down, Lock. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Protein spill.
Now Jones. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, Zoo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You can't block
Hit it.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Chicago.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 1st down, Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. It's a give to Freeman running right. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Up, 180.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check the out read.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Kill.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Blue draw quarters. Big grip.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Jones has it. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey.
He's coming. Double up.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Go.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Coming to you, coming to you. Get.
On third down, here's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Down. 60 out ball.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.